Hey there! Thanks for joining me. I get so nervous listening to scary stories by myself. Glad to have you. A quick reminder that due to language and content, it might be a good idea to make sure there's no young children around. Oh, hang on. I better turn off my GPS so I can hear. These things are so cool, right? I don't know how I'd get anywhere without Google Maps. Anyway, you ready? Hey Siri, tell me a story.
Okay, playing Unhallowed, written by Ell Rudgers and sound designed by Mason-Brase.
Back in January, I relocated to a new town for a job. About a week or so after settling in and starting the job, I got an email from an address I didn't recognize, but the headline grabbed my attention. Welcome to Graybrook. Try our new GPS app, $500 stipend. Curious, I opened the email. Basically, it explained that there was a new GPS app called All Around You, and they were looking for people who just moved here to try it out to get to know their surroundings better. I thought, why not? Plus, the $500 stipend didn't hurt, as I could put it towards rent while I waited for my first paycheck. For the first test, I decided to go to the grocery store to stock up on some essentials. Little did I know the hell ride it would take me on.
Okay, routing you to Food for Less. You will arrive at your destination in 7 minutes. You are on the fastest route available.
Cool. So far, so good.
In 500 feet, turn right. At the next light, turn right.
I began traveling down the well-trafficked main road just off the entrance to my apartment complex. So far, the app seemed pretty similar in format to other GPS apps.
Rerouting. Proceed to the following route. You are on the fastest route available. You will arrive at your destination in 20 minutes.
What? That's weird. Maybe a glitch. Or maybe that isn't the right road?
Make a U-turn at your next available convenience. Proceed to the following route. You are on the fastest route available. You will arrive at your destination in 20 minutes.
I took a look at the time, 3:33 p.m. I still had plenty of time to shop before dinner, even with this minor inconvenience in driving time. I thought for sure I had seen the Food for Less earlier in the week in the original direction the GPS started me on, but being new to the area, I could have definitely mixed up my east from my west. Trusting technology better than myself, I decided to follow the GPS to the rerouted location.
Thank you. Please proceed to the following route. You are on the fastest route available. You will arrive at your destination in 20 minutes. In 1 mile, turn left onto Cackle Road.
Huh? I don't remember seeing this street before. Granted, I guess I haven't paid much attention to the side streets. As I turned left onto Cackle Road, I got an uneasy feeling in my stomach. I'm not sure why. Nothing looked unordinary. You could say it was your typical suburban street like all the others around. I wasn't sure why it was taking me through a neighborhood, but I chalked it up to being a shortcut with less lights to deal with. But for some reason, something seemed off.
In 200 feet, turn right onto Eternity Street.
Okay, here we are. The literal second I turned onto Eternity Street, my vision blurred and got dark around the edges, and my stomach finally flipped from that uneasy feeling I had before. Afraid I would crash my car into something, I pressed the brakes. Stopping in the middle of the road, I pushed the gear into park and got out of the car, where I immediately threw up. I looked up from the ground where my vomit splayed, trying to take in my surroundings. My vision kept blurring, but as I surveyed the houses around me, the ordinariness was gone, but only slightly. Bushes and trees that looked healthy when I drove in were dying and rotted. A few doors were slightly ajar. No cars were parked on the street or in the driveways. The paint on the houses seemed to give off an electric current, like how telephone wires look on a hot day. And finally, the worst part. I peered as best I could through the blur into the windows and saw something I've tried so hard to forget. Faces. Elongated, gaunt faces with grayish orb-like circles where their eyes should be. And they were smiling. Their lips curled upwards so that they looked like crescent moons, unnatural and unmoving. What the fuck? 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 Nope. I fought back another wave of nausea and booked it into my car. Whatever those things were, I was not trying to find out. I squeezed my eyes shut for one more second to try and force the blurriness away. When I opened my eyes, I screamed. They were in front of me, still smiling. How the hell did they get there so fast? I don't think I've ever driven in reverse so fast and without caution. They didn't even follow me. For some reason, that scared me even more.
Rerouting. Continue down Eternity Street. You should reach your destination in 2 minutes. You're on the fastest route available.
No fucking way.
Rerouting. Please turn back onto Eternity Road. You should reach your destination in 5 minutes. You're on the fastest route available. Please turn back onto Eternity Road. You should reach your destination in 5 minutes. You're on the fastest.
Shut up. No. When I finally backed up to the intersection of Eternity Street and Cackle Road, I whipped the car around and slammed it into drive, getting back to the main road as fast as possible. When I got there, all sense of uneasiness, nausea, and blurred vision dissipated. I pulled over to the side of the road and put on my hazards. As I wiped the sweat off my brow, I tore my phone out of its dashboard holder and tapped exit navigation. As I collected myself, I tried to mull over what just happened. I decided to call my work buddy, Jess, to tell them what I had just experienced.
Hey, Aspen, what's up?
Jess, the scariest thing just happened to me. You know Eternity Street off of Cackle Road, off of the main drag?
No, what's it by?
It's like 20 minutes down the road from my apartment complex. Cackle Road is literally just a left turn off Baker.
Nope, I haven't heard of either of those streets.
Are you sure?
Aspen, I lived in this town my entire life. Yes, I'm sure.
That can't be right.
Are you okay? What happened? You said it was something scary.
Yeah. No, I'm okay. I almost hit a bunny.
Oh no! You didn't get into an accident with anyone, did you?
No. Just got really spooked. It came out of nowhere.
Okay, I'm glad. Listen, I gotta go. I'm watching my nephew and he just decided to feed the toilet his spaghetti! Oliver!
Jess hung up before we could even say goodbye. I made up the bunny story because how could I tell them what I just experienced if these streets aren't even real? Where the hell did that app take me? When I got home, the rest of the evening was pretty uneventful. I watched some mindless TV show I'd seen 100 times for the comfort of knowing what was going to happen, and I ate my favorite dinner. I needed things to feel normal. I needed to forget those faces. Around midnight, I finally felt relaxed and even drowsy, so I decided to go to bed. After getting under the covers, I sheepishly opted to keep the lamp on that sat on my nightstand at its dimmest setting. I felt like I was back in second grade. Unlucky for me, my dreams consisted of nightmares, recounting the traumatic event of the day, but everything was spinning in and out of view like it would if you were on one of those crazy spaceship-looking carnival rides that spun you around in circles and the floors fall out beneath you. People's faces across from me would be normal for one spin, then shift abruptly on the next to the crescent moon's smiling, gaunt faces the next. In and out of focus from human to ghost, or at least that's what I decided to call them, and over the sickly sound of childish carnival music I kept hearing.
You are on the fastest route available. 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 Follow me. Follow me. Follow me. We are all around you. All around you. All around you.
I bolted awake, or at least I thought I did. My eyes opened, but my body didn't move. I tried not to panic. I blinked my eyes a few times to adjust to the blackness. Wait, why was it black? I had my nightstand light on before I fell asleep. Shit. I turned my head slowly towards the clock on my nightstand, 3:33 a.m. I turned my head back upwards to face the ceiling. I wish I hadn't. There, floating above me, the elongated face of the entity I had seen earlier. Except now, its orb eyes were glowing red instead of the gray I saw earlier. And its crescent moon smile was curved up to where its ears would be, just staring. Suddenly, the entity opened their crescent mouth long and wide, as long as their face was.
I have reached my destination. You are on the fastest route available.
I was about to yell at this thing to get the hell out of my apartment when...
Let me in. Open your mouth, let me in. Open your mouth, let me in. Let me in. Let me in, let me in, let me in, let me in. I'm fucking.
All of a sudden, a sickly, thin, pale hand was on my mouth. This thing was trying to pry open my lips. Jesus, it was going to force its way inside of me. It took everything in me not to scream. Instead, I shot my hand out and fumbled around to grab my phone out of its charger, unable to move my head from the pressure this thing's hand had on me. It brought its other hand to my mouth, and I felt its bony, cold fingers begin to force their way past my lips, all the while now screaming, shrieking.
Let me in. Let me in. Let me in. Let me in. Let me in.
Still unable to move my head, I looked sideways and down at my phone, frantically searching for the All Around You app. Finally, I found it, hard-pressed it, and dragged it to uninstall. A message popped up on my phone. All Around You has been successfully deinstalled. I looked up above me from my phone screen, and the thing was gone. Thank God. The rest of the night, I slept pretty fretfully, justifiably so. The next day passed without any incident, and I went back to using Google Maps as my GPS of choice. I ended up not getting that $500, but having survived, I took that as a win. Everything seemed to go back to normal, until a few days ago. I needed an alarm to remind me to check the veggies in the oven I was making for dinner. Hey Siri, set a timer for 5 minutes.
Your timer is set for 5.
We will be all around you in 5 minutes.
Thank you for listening to Unhallowed, a Halloween production by Blindspot Collective. We are a company that is dedicated to producing radically inclusive programming that celebrates new work, emerging artists, diverse audiences, and fresh ideas. All Around You was written by Ell Rudgers and features Kayla Morales, Andrew Walters, and Marisa Taylor Scott. A special thanks to Jack Mason-Brase, Blake McCarty, and Shellina Hefner for making this project possible. If you'd like to learn more about Blindspot Collective and our work, check out blindspotcollective.org or follow us on Facebook or Instagram. Happy Halloween!